Hey, so what's y'all so what's a funny childhood story that y'all done heard one time right before, right? So I got my good people with my wife over here. She gonna run from the camera. Look, catch it, y'all, catch it. Got my son right here. Hey, this is my oldest. This is my oldest boy right here, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all about him, what he did one time, right? Look at what he did one time. So one time he was in, I think he was in like the 4th grade, right? He was in like the 4th grade, right? And he used to like the Game Boy, the little thing.
No.
So if y'all familiar with the Game Boys, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I just told somebody this story.
So the Game Boy used to be the little handheld, little video game thing that people, you know, it was very popular. So he had got on punishment, and we had taken his Game Boy from him, right? So we had taken his Game Boy from him, so man, he used to love that Game Boy, man. He was crazy about that Game Boy, boy. That dang old Game Boy. We took that Game Boy from him. I forgot what he had did, man. So he go to school one day, and he come back home, and he's sitting in there, and he playing a Game Boy, right? So I say, that's son. I said, who Game Boy is that? He said his. So I said, wait a minute, cause this one was a different color and everything, right? So we're like, where you get this Game Boy from? So he said he got it from school, right? So wait a minute, you went to school.
Mind you, these were not lies; they were true.
And you came home with a Game Boy. So look, so I say, well, how you buy a Game Boy? What you know what I'm saying? Like, what money did you use to get a Game Boy? So he say, I used some Kirk cash.
Oh my gosh, didn't I go to Kirk Elementary? That was the school currency at the book fair.
Man, look, they had this little Monopoly money, whatever it is, they called it Kirk cash, that they used to earn for like good behavior, good grades and stuff like that. And they could use their little Kirk cash to buy little things at the school, you know what I'm saying, little stuff. But you couldn't go to Walmart with no Kirk cash. You couldn't go to the bank with no Kirk cash. You couldn't go to Home Depot with no Kirk cash, or no other store with no Kirk cash. He said he bought a Game Boy, a real Game Boy with some Kirk cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go and I tell my wife, I said, babe, I said, now tell your mama what you just told me. So he said he bought the Game Boy with some Kirk cash. Man, look here, man. So we hated to have to do it. Man, but we did it. So we take him to the school the next day, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we turned him in, man. We turned him in. You know what I'm saying? We turned him in. So so some other little boy was looking for his Game Boy, right? And they was like, oh yeah, such. We've been looking for this. Man, my boy had it, man. He got the Game Boy, you know what I'm saying? He bought it with some Kirk cash. You know what I'm saying? Swipe. He swiped it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that was one I wanted to give y'all real quick for the day, man. Love y'all.